Are you struggling to lose belly fat or fat in general? Are you struggling with your diet? Are you struggling with your discipline in sticking to said diet? Maybe you feel like your discipline is pretty good. You feel like your diet's pretty good. For whatever reason, you haven't been able to shred down the way that you like or lose enough fat as you like. If any of this sounds like you, stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to give you some things to consider, and then I'm going to talk about my exact diet afterwards. And you can be shredded in probably like 3 to 6 months. Now that's worth stating, because this is not like an overnight thing. There's no way on earth you're ever going to be able to lose belly fat in a healthy way in a couple of weeks or a month. Okay, this shit takes time. I want to start off by stating that I'm not a fitness influencer. I'm not a professional athlete. Okay, I'm not a fucking personal trainer. I do coach boxing every week, and this is a self-improvement channel. If you're new, welcome, by the way. My name's Gavin. You can see in the thumbnail, okay, that's the social proof that I am pretty ripped and I know what I'm talking about. And that's not being arrogant or me trying to be a dickhead. I'm 42 years old. Like, if you look around at most people that are 42 years old, they're not really in shape. That's not me being arrogant. That is just a straight up fact. So you can see from the thumbnail that I know what I'm talking about, okay? Before I get into this, if any of you want help with your workout programs or shredding fat or bulking, I don't really like to call it bulking, but changing your lifestyle where you can add some muscle to your frame, click the first link in the description. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is the importance of diet, okay, especially when you get over 30 years old. Before I was 30, I used to be able to eat whatever I wanted. Nothing would ever fucking stick to me. Like, I could never gain weight. It was like impossible for me to gain weight. And it was super easy to lose weight. But once I got over like 30, 35, it became nigh on impossible, like, to add healthy weight and then to lose weight, like especially belly fat. Like, it's so fucking stubborn. And like the back fat as well. And like, you know, the side, your side abs or whatever, collects so much fat. It feels like there's nothing you can do, okay? But if that is you, just keep watching, because I'm going to give you some like cheat codes and ways that you can really learn your body and know what it needs. Also, it's worth noting, okay, that when you get over a certain age, like 30, you actually need way less calories than you think, okay? You're eating too many carbs, okay? And that basically fools like your hunger receptors and tricks your brain into thinking you're hungry when you're actually not. So you can get away with eating a lot less calories than you do, even if you're trying to add muscle and add a little bit of lean weight. A good way to get around some of your eating habits, okay, is to eat the similar or same foods every single day. Like, once you know what your body likes and what it needs, you can just eat very similar foods every single day. Like, my diet is incredibly simple. Like, there's not a lot of differences in it. And some people, like, you might find that a bit restrictive, but I'll get into what I eat in a minute so you can see, like, I fucking love my diet. Like, it is the easiest diet in the world to stick to. Another thing that you need to know is your BMI, okay, your basal metabolic rate. I used to feel like I wasn't detailed enough. I wanted a result, but I wasn't really honing in on the specifics. So a way that I did that, and I took out the guesswork, and this is really like, there's nothing sexy about this, okay? But it's the only thing that fucking worked for me, okay? Rule of thumb is that you have to burn more calories than you're putting in. That's standard, okay? But counting calories. Now, you don't have to do this every single day. Like I was just saying, if you eat the same sort of foods every single day, you learn to know what you're eating, and you don't have to count every day. But at least for the first like month or two, just get used to counting the calories. It will take out all of the guesswork. How will you possibly know what you're eating without counting or looking at fucking packs to see what calories you're putting in, right? It's very logical, right? So to find out your BMI, you can do this by just counting your calories for a week. Weigh yourself at the beginning of the week, weigh yourself at the end, and just eat the normal kind of foods that you normally eat. The regular, don't like change your diet or change anything in any particular way. If you get to the end of the week and you've not lost any weight, then you've found your BMR basically. So you will know roughly where your maintenance calories are at. And once you have that, you'll know where to go from there. Now, having lower body fat is better for you, okay? Obviously, right? But it's also better for your testosterone production. I started learning about low carb and no carb diets some time ago. And then I read a book called Estrogeneration by Dr. Anthony G.J. I've spoken about it in a couple of my other recent videos, but it's a really good book. And if you aren't on a low carb or no carb diet, if you read that book, you will be. I fucking promise you. Now, since I've been doing that, I have gone carnivore / low carb, okay? So for me, what that means is I eat a lot of fatty meat, okay? Like steak, beef mince, ribeye, oily fish, chicken thighs, lots of butter, lots of cheese, lots of like farm eggs, fresh eggs. All your meat should be grass-fed and organic, by the way. So you're getting the best quality. Now, this has been the easiest diet in the world for me to stick to because it is all the fun shit that you really want to eat anyway. It doesn't feel restrictive to me. Like lots of cheese as well. Like this is the easiest diet in the world. Before, like I've tried like vegan diets before. I've tried like super healthy and like well balanced. Until I cut out my carbs like right out, my body didn't lean up properly. Like it's crazy. Listen, you have to fucking try it. Not only that, but I felt stronger in the gym. I swear to God, like the next day after I went carnivore, my energy went through the roof and my strength, like I think it added like 20%, I'd say, to my strength, like overnight. That is fucking crazy. And I felt better like over time, not just in the gym, but also my clarity, like, and just my clarity in like everyday life. My brain, like the brain fog is just gone. You have to try this to believe it. Listen, you should forget about bulking and cutting, okay? What you really need is a change of lifestyle. You need to feel good. I bulked for all of last year. And while it was great to add muscle and build a more aesthetic physique, by the end of the year, my joints were hurting. I felt heavy, sluggish. That was when I realized that something really had to change. Now, I was carnivore all the while I was bulking, but I was eating way too many calories, like way too many. So I came back from a brief holiday, changed my training, and I just started to cut, essentially. I just ate less calories, okay? Now I'm 6'2", I'm like 180 pounds. And I eat about 2,000 calories a day, like no more than 2,500 if I've been a super active day and I'm absolutely starving. Like that's basically my range where I'm at. And I can still build muscle if I want, like lean, strong muscle, and I can stay lean. And I can not feel weak, and I can feel like I've got a lot of energy. I used to think that I had to eat like 4,500 calories a day. Like, I really didn't need that, and I'm sure that you don't need it either. I still have cheat days. I'm a human being, right? But these cheat days are not like all day like bonanzas where I just fucking eat shit for breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's like one cheat meal, sometimes a donut as well. Or like I'll have a lot more carbs that day. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a massive cheat day. And if I feel like I need it, I'll have it every Saturday. Other than that, it's just carnivore, low carb all the way. You need to develop an understanding that really the way that we are eating and our diet is completely wrong. You don't need to bulk or cut. You need a change of lifestyle, and you definitely need to eat less carbs, especially when you get over 30/35. Guys, remember, it is your God-given right to be successful, and it's your responsibility to reach your potential.